Greetings, this is m squared, and we're going to write some equations of lines given 2 points. Now remember, we always have to have a slope and a point to graph lines. Now at this level, we've just learned y equals mx plus b. That's the only form of a line that we've learned, so we've got to get it in that form. So I have to find my slope, and I have to find b. So the first thing I do is find my slope. Now when I find my slope, I take 1 minus a -8 over 2 minus a -1. Remember that slope formula for those of you who might not remember what I'm doing. Whoops, that's a 2. That's my slope formula. I take and subtract the y's and subtract the x's. So 2 negatives cancel out. 1 plus 8 is 9, and 2 plus 1 is 3. So my slope is 3. So I know my equation is going to be y equals 3x plus or minus something, and I don't know what that something is yet. So here's what I do. I take that y equals mx plus b, and I pick one of these points. I'm going to pick that one because it doesn't have any negatives. And I use my slope of 3. So I've got an m, an x, and a y, and I'm going to plug those in. I'm going to substitute those into this equation to solve for b. So my y was 1, my m was 3, my x is 2, plus b. So 3 times 2 is 6. And then if I want to get b alone, I minus 6 from both sides, and I get -5 equals b. And then I put -5 up here, and that is my equation. On to the next one. First thing I do, remember, is to find my slope. I like to put the fraction with the 2 negatives, two minus signs down, and then I can just put the y's on the top and the x's on the bottom. So 4 minus 6 is -2. 6 minus 2 is 4. So my slope is -1/2. So I know my equation is y equals -1/2 x, and I've got to find my b. So I'm just going to pick this point. So I'm going to do the y equals mx plus b again, remember? Where I'm going to substitute 4 for y, because y was 4, remember that's my x and my y, times then equals m times x plus b. And then I simplify. Half of 6 is 3, and that's a negative, so it's a -3. I'm going to add 3 to both sides to get b alone, and I get 7 equals b. So I go over here, put plus 7, and that is the equation that goes through these 2 points. And you could always check these by plugging these 2 numbers in and seeing if you get the correct answer. You might remember that substitution. I'll just try it real quick right here for you. You want y to be 6 when x is 2. And 2 times 1/2 is 1. That's a -1 plus 7. That is 6. So we checked it. And that's how you could check any of those 2. So it's not a bad idea to check after you're done to make sure you're right. M squared, signing out.